Hello, this is Mr. Gambino here with a new stream. In this stream, I'll be going over the event week for this week in Reddit Online. And again, like the previous couple event weeks, it does definitely seem to be a 2-week event week, because a good bit of stuff does go for 2 weeks. There is a good bit of stuff happening this time around. Some that happens around like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So there are some things that don't last a full 2 weeks, and I'll try to specify that if the game has a good way of showing that and all. But yeah. Title, of course, the main focus I would say this time around would be the 1.5 times money on the Tough Telegram. Like, yeah, the Tough Business Telegram missions. But yeah, Tough Business Telegram missions, those were added in the Blood Money update like a few weeks ago or something like that, and those are finally on a money opportunity. I'm pretty sure it's the very first money opportunity. Yeah, this first one here, this one actually goes into some clothing things, and they're actually doing a pretty cool thing with clothing this time around. On the left here, unique limited time free outfit at the tailor. Claim unique items of clothing for a historic look through the 6th. December 6th, they're 2 weeks essentially. You can visit the tailor, claim a Doc Holliday inspired outfit, which includes a stovepipe, square toe boots, black cark pants, black, or buckskin pants, frumpy shirt white, or the insulator shirtwaist, paisley vest, black, folded string tie black, and twined jacket black, worsted coat black or gray, or the Hartel autumn jacket and the bowler hat black. So that's all the different clothing things that seem to be on a opportunity of some kind. Or not opportunity, but those are free clothing items right now, apparently. I'm pretty certain those are free. Enjoy limited rare release of clothing items till the 6th as well. But yeah, a few different clothing items come back for these couple weeks. I think someone's like significantly shooting me up or something, and I'm in like defensive mode and stuff, I think. Yep. Wait, revenue agent, the fuck? An AI was randomly harassing me, what the hell? That was weird. I don't remember being in a, like, revenue agent mission, but okay. But yeah. Clothing items and an outfit till the 6th. And it includes a furred gloves, band stovepipe hat, raccoon hat, pelt half chaps, and then the outfit is a Tasman outfit. So a few, like, pretty limited time clothing things that can be obtained for the next couple weeks. And the weird thing is, on here, they don't really explain, like, the reason they're doing the outfit thing, but if you go on the Newswire, they do. But there's a reason all that, like, clothing item stuff on the left is, like, free or whatever. So I'm on the Newswire, I'll explain it. But yeah. With a keen eye for historical accuracy and history, Professor by trade, Man vs. History's incredible YouTube videos painstakingly recreate outfits inspired by real characters from the Old West, as well as a string of other well-researched and educational topics. Through the 6th, of course, those clothing items used by Man vs. History to create a Doc Holliday-inspired outfit will be free for all to claim. So yeah, that's the reason they're doing it, is it's kind of like a YouTube collaboration kind of thing with a YouTuber, which is pretty cool. They don't really do that kind of thing for GT Online. That's a pretty cool way to have a bunch of like free clothing for a couple weeks. That's definitely pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting clothing event there. 50% bonus RDO money on the hardcore Telegram missions. Earn more cash with higher difficulty. But yeah. The thing is, I think you have to unlock the difficulties. I don't think you can just choose them right away, so you do have to like, play all the different difficulties to get like that ruthless difficulty. I think it's like standard, hard, and then I think it goes ruthless after that, so you have to do the missions at least 2 times to get the highest difficulty unlocked. But yeah, I fully completed 2 of them, and I partially completed 1 of them. Quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of the hardcore telegram missions because it requires like free aim. Like if you want free aim, wouldn't you like set your aim to like free aim or something like that? Like in my opinion, I kind of don't understand that at all necessarily. I don't understand the appeal of like these missions that force a certain aim type, but oh well. And I think you also are limited to certain like ammo types for different weapons as well. It's kind of really weird, like things that they disable and stuff like that. My opinion, not a big fan of that. I like having like access to all of the different like ammos and stuff like that. So unless you're like super skilled and whatnot in the game, I wouldn't really bother with these too much. Because yeah, it removes the enemy blips, so you gotta know where they are. Disables aim assist, so yeah, free aim is forced similar to like higher difficulties of legendary bounties, which that I can understand. But yeah, the easy hardcore things aren't necessarily too bad, or the standard whatever. I mean, it's a nice challenge, sure, obviously, but yeah, I don't see much of the appeal of it necessarily. But yeah, either way, 50% already money. First time they're doing a money opportunity for this, because obviously it came out like a few weeks ago or something like that. Maybe more like several weeks ago at this point, but more like a few event weeks ago or something. But yeah. But yeah. There's 3 different missions in the hardcore telegram missions. In my opinion, the first one is definitely the best one. I remember when I did the first one on like standard difficulty, there was just like someone you had to like identify with like a certain hat or something like that, and I just was able to like knife them from behind or something. So if you know who you're looking for on that like very first one, I imagine it doesn't get much harder on like the ruthless difficulty. Then that one could be a pretty good one, I would say. But the other 2, in my opinion, not really too worth it. But yeah, like I said, I did the first 2. I attempted the 3rd one, but yeah. Good and Dead, I remember that one being pretty easy on the standard difficulty. It was literally just like killing one person and then evading the law, I think. I imagine killing one person and evading the law doesn't really get that much difficult. So that's actually a pretty good one, I would say, to grind. And the other 2, yeah.
you back, sir. All right. Bye, then.
Buenos días, señor.
You got
Yeah, I'll see if I can remember these particular clothing things. Maybe in that are part of that like outfit thing. So quite frankly, it did actually kind of look a bit cool.
There will be no brawling in this establishment. Get out. You need to act right, or I will have to ask you to leave.
Wait, what? Did it ask me to leave for some reason? What? Uh.
You stop that fighting right now and get out of the shop.
Okay, what the heck?
Wait
How
a
come I
minute,
can't
this
shop
is a
here? What the
civilized
actual?
establishment. I can't have this behavior here.
I actually can't shop there for some reason. What? Like, I'm legit just trying to buy clothes, nothing else even. Like, what? Oh well, whatever. But yeah. Like I was mentioning with Hardcore Telegram missions, just that first one, that Good and Dead, in my opinion, is really worth bothering with, because it's literally just going like 1% Vandal. All the other two are more like complex ones, and it's like free aim, no blips on the radar. I don't really feel that's that efficient for making money. And like, I think the money payouts were like $9 to $10, maybe like 15 at most, I think, on standard. And I don't really necessarily feel it's going to increase that much on the other difficulties. And yeah, just 50% more, I don't really feel I would be that much more money. So I wouldn't really bother with it too much for money making. In my opinion, only Good and Dead's really not worth it. And then 50% RDO money bonus on Call to Arms. So they're doing a Call to Arms thing again, kind of. I think last time was more for like XP or something like that. I forget exactly what it was last time, but yeah, this time they're doing 2 very particular maps again on a certain opportunity. One for 1 week and then one for the others. But yeah, over the next 2 weeks, the town of Valentine will be under siege for you and your allies. It's not actually just Valentine, for some reason it only mentions the one. But yeah. Valentine through November 29th will give you an extra 50% RDO money, so... But yeah. I'm trying to remember what that, like, money payout was when it was free times. I think it was like $700 on free times, so... I want to say you can maybe make like $350 to $400 if you can complete a whole entire 10 waves on Valentine. And then the other one is Blackwater. It doesn't really say that for some reason on there, but the other week they're doing Blackwater. But yeah, Valentine, of course there's buildings in Valentine and stuff. There's probably certain buildings that you can't like easily access. You probably have to like climb up there, which means the enemies will kind of have a hard time going on those, but yeah. The problem with Blackwater is a lot of those buildings, they have like ladders and stuff like that, so obviously you can go on them easily, but so can the enemies as well, which obviously can be kind of bad in the later waves and whatnot. So if there is one that was probably more preferable, it might be this week's being Valentine. I don't know, I do kind of like the huge buildings of like Blackwater and stuff, just a lot of them have like ladders and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to have a very good spot, I feel. They like camp on the Call to Arm for but yeah, 50% already on money, I think is basically like 350 to 400, maybe like anywhere from 300 to 400, if you can manage the whole entire 10 waves, obviously. If not, obviously you get less. So I much prefer doing Call to Arms, I would say, over a hardcore Telegram mission. I'd say so far the Call to Arms is a good opportunity. Double rewards on Shootout and Team Shootout. Compete for the most kills for double RD of money XP. But yeah. Shootout and Team Shootout. I'm guessing basically the Shootout series is on double rewards. Because the like featured series is hardcore series right now or something. But yeah. Featured series this time around is hardcore. No ability cards, no consumables. That's a typical hardcore thing. The no consumables is something that's not too huge if you're not huge on using consumables, but the ability cards for like the passive and then the Deadeye ones, those not having those can definitely kind of suck. But yeah, it's a mix of make it count, throwing knives variant, it seems, in particular for make it count, plunder, and then shootout modes. So there is shootout mode stuff in that one, so I wonder if the feature series has it at all, as long as it's a shootout mode. Or is it the shootout series or something that has the, like, 2 times money and XP or whatever? They don't really make it the most obvious on, like, the series playlist or something like that for some reason. But yeah, I want to say if you want the best chance at getting that 2 times money XP, definitely stick to the shootout series. And you might even have a slight chance of getting 2 times money XP if it's on that, like, one of those shootout modes in the featured series even. But yeah, this one at least you can make gold. You can also technically, I don't know, I think you can technically make gold on all this stuff if you want the most gold though. And I would probably go for showdown modes, these showdown modes here, or even the Call to Arms if you want gold. And just with there's no increased gold, but obviously it's a nice extra incentive to go for these different things. But I definitely think the Call to Arms on the 50% money is definitely still the winner here so far in the money opportunities. But yeah, some stuff for blood money stuff that's going on. There's not like huge money thing or anything for it, but there's like offers and like other stuff like that. But yeah, complete any blood money contract for a reward. Capitale boost across all blood money missions. I think it's only for like 1 week for that one, compared to like 2 weeks of some of the other stuff. But yeah, I am leaning towards this being a 2-week event week, according to some of the other stuff. Plus we've been getting 2-week event weeks for the past couple times, and I don't know, it just seems to be something they're doing for Red Dead recently, where they're doing more 2-week event weeks over 1 week. It's kind of unusual for them to do like 2, maybe like 3 to 4 like 2-week event weeks. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, some of the stuff, like I mentioned, isn't for the full 2 weeks though. But yeah, complete any contract before November 30th. So you get 1 week for this offer here. We'll get you an offer for 50% off select outfits up to rank 15. And yeah, the thing at the bottom there also only goes for the 1 week, I believe, according to the Newswire, which goes into a bit more detail on that one. But yeah, small and large chests along with criminals will have increased capitale rewards, but yeah, I think it's only for the first week, unlike some other things which are 2 weeks. Snag the Covington Emerald for roll discounts. And this one's pretty cool, actually. You can actually get a discount on whatever role of you're choosing. They don't really do that often, so being able to choose the one you want is definitely pretty nice. But you basically get 5 gold bars off any of the 5 roles in the game, being the Bounty Hunter, Collector's Bag, Butcher's Table, Natural Sample Kit, or the Moonshine Shack. However, if you are... However, if you already own all of those, you get an offer for a free role outfit, accessory, or an emote. So yeah, if you do own all of them, it's not really worth going for, in my opinion, but if you want at least one of these roles that you don't have already, definitely go for it. And yeah, Covington Emerald is one of the, like, free things where you spend the, like, Capitale. It's one of the couple, like, Bloodwing missions where you actually spend the Capitale to do it in the first place. But yeah, between the 5 roles, which one would I recommend? If you want a good role for making gold, then I would highly recommend the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is definitely the #1 role for making gold. Because like Collector, you mainly only get gold for like free mode events, same with the Trader. Naturalist, I think same thing with that, and even Moonshine Shack. I think those other roles, you basically get gold for like the free mode events and not much else, I believe. But the Bounty Hunter, pretty much for the entire activity, you get gold bars, which is quite nice. And not like mainly gold bars, but more like golden nuggets, but still. Obviously, eventually adds up to gold bars. But yeah, if you want to make more gold, Bounty Hunter is definitely the one. I'd say the money, I'd say if you want money, Collector is definitely the one to go. Collector, of course, if you buy the metal detector, you can easily find underground collectibles. And basically, any time you're not in a combat situation, you'll want to have your metal detector equipped, and then you can easily find a bunch of collectibles, obviously, over time. So yeah, whenever you're non-combat, always have the metal detector equipped, otherwise you're kind of like making yourself lose out on money over time and whatnot. And then Butcher's Table, Naturalist, and then the Moonshine thing, those couple you also mainly want for money as well. But yeah, Butcher, Trader Business, the Naturalist, and then Moonshine, I don't feel deserves good money-wise, at least short-term, as the Collector is. I think short-term and long-term, the Collector is honestly the best for making money. Trader, the problem is you have to be very dedicated to Trader. You have to be at your like camp a lot, taking stuff to your camp a lot and whatnot. In my opinion, it's kind of the slowest or like the most annoying role in my opinion for the Trader. I feel the Trader is kind of the worst one in my opinion. The Naturalist, it does give you like access to like certain like missions and stuff that you can do for like legendary animals for like Harriet and whatnot. But yeah, legendary animal missions are definitely pretty fun for the Naturalist. And yeah, you can stamp a whole entire like collection of like legendary animals, or even like a regular set of animals. You can stamp a whole collection similar to like a collector's bag, kind of, with like getting a whole collector's set, and then you can sell that for a huge amount of money, especially if it's a legendary animal set. And Moonshine Shack's basically a better trader, I would say, in my opinion. But in my opinion, top 2 I would go for would be the Bounty Hunter for gold or the Collector's Bag for money. And yeah, for the Collector's Bag, for the Collector, you can like look up some like map on Google, like your preferred search engine or whatever. You can look for some sort of like collector map for like locations for collectibles and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely Bounty Hunter or Collector, I would say. But yeah, Thanksgiving bonuses and whatnot. This goes into discount stuff as well, it looks like. But yeah. Form your persistent posse family for free. That might be for the November 26th and November 29th. And then drinks at saloons and then food provisions free from the 26th to 29th. So things like boost up your cores and stuff, not that huge necessarily, but still definitely quite a nice something that they're doing to celebrate the times and whatnot. And with demand skyrocketing, butchers will be paying out a whopping 5 times money on all turkey carcasses for the 25th. But yeah, the Eastern wild turkeys, those are pretty damn huge and stuff. Not very hard to find as long as you're in like the right areas and stuff like that, I imagine. Can't exactly remember right on top of my head where the turkey carcasses and stuff would be. But yeah. 5 times money, I wouldn't really be able to imagine what that is, but it could be some nice, decent like money, obviously, and then be able to find turkeys all throughout the lobby and stuff. You can definitely make some decent bank, I would imagine, for sure. But if you're going hardcore for making money for anything during the event week, then yeah, probably Coat of Arms still, I would say. And yeah. And today's the 23rd, I think, so I think that goes till Black Friday, essentially, Friday. So yeah, basically started the event week the Friday, it seems, for the turkey carcass thing, so yeah, not a long thing, so might as well take advantage of it if you want to while it's there, because it doesn't last that long, but yeah. I don't know how much that could even be, to be quite honest, though. But yeah. Limited-time offers on horses and camp essentials, 30% off the fast travel post. But yeah. Fast travel post, that's the like fast travel you can buy for your camp. So basically anytime you're at your camp, you can use the fast travel post. But yeah, obviously the best way to use the fast travel post is to like select a spawn location to your camp, obviously, through the online menu. That's kind of the best way to fast travel in general, or go to wherever like particular location you want when you first get into the lobby. Just use your camp and then use your fast travel post, go into one of those like more particular like towns and stuff like that, because obviously for the most part you can only spawn by like territory and stuff like that in this game. So yeah, definitely quite a nice discount there for sure. And then visit a local stable, take 40% off American Paint horses. I think those are some of the worst horses in the game, I want to think. I think there's some of the worst horses in the game, so stat-wise and stuff like that. And yeah, you can also spruce up surroundings, visiting the Wilderness Outfitters, deluxe campfires, camp themes, camp dogs, and then fast travel post, 30% off. Deluxe campfire is more if you're like in a huge posse, I suppose. I don't really know if there's much of a benefit of a deluxe campfire unless you're part of a very huge posse. Camp themes, obviously, are just purely cosmetic, but those do cost a ton of money. At least the like roll ones do, so that's quite a huge saving if you want some sort of camp theme for any reason. Camp dogs, I feel the discount on that one's not that huge if you got ones through like certain outlaw passes and quick draw clubs and stuff like that. Though I think just outlaw passes, some of the outlaw passes have had the free camp dogs. So yeah, there has been free camp dogs in the past through outlaw passes, so that one's not too huge. It essentially like gives you protection for your like trader business, from my understanding, so the camp dog could be something worth picking up if you don't have any of those like free like outlaw pass camp dogs out there. And 40% off selling weapons and clothing. And yeah, I think all the discounts apparently go for 2 weeks, by the way. So yeah, that further suggests that it is a 2-week event week. But yeah, you can get pistols 40% off. Definitely the Mauser pistols, I imagine, are the ones that go, considering those can be like $600 normally. 40% off makes it almost 300. And yeah, offhand holsters allow you to dual wield, which is quite nice. Pants and skirts 40% off. And then Prime Game benefits, free stable stall and more through the 20th. But yeah, Prime Game goes for around a month again. And yeah, you get a reward for a free stable stall, which can go up to $750. That's definitely quite a huge one there with a free stable stall. If you're not already maxed out on free stable stalls for Prime Gaming, that's like $750 at max in savings, quite insane savings there. And then 5 special horse medicines, that one's not that huge, but yeah, the stable stall, you can save like $750, especially if you're on like the last few that you need to buy, then that's $750 in savings.
There's a mighty fine ride. Well, ain't that damn.
But yeah, pistol, I say the Mazda pistol is definitely the one to go for, because that's only like 600. And yeah, you could probably make like the money for one Mazda pistol through like the Call to Arms right now. Getting 50% on a full 10 wave survival, like I said, that could be like $300 to $400. So if you can do good enough on the Call to Arms to do 10 whole waves pretty easily and whatnot, you can easily make the money for the Mazda pistols this week at the 40% off. Definitely pretty nice. And yeah, offhand holsters allow you to dual wield. So the offhand holster is something that's actually very worth getting, especially if you don't have one already, because that allows for the dual wield capabilities, which allows for wielding 2 sidearms. Of course, my throat's been a fucking vicious whole stream, but yeah. And then finally, last but not least, I think the weekly collection, and I might see if there's anything yeah. And then I'll have to see if there's anything that wasn't on the benefits section, but is on the news wire, because there's actually a good bit of stuff kind of this time. Is this not the same weekly collection that was available literally last event week? I think it is. And yeah, I think there's like a 50% increase or something if I recall. Yeah, I think it's the same. I remember this being like $97, $98 last like event week or something. So scratch that, the collector set's exactly the same, so there's not really much I feel explaining this time. However, these are all above ground collectibles, so if you are using like some sort of collector map out there on your like preferred search engine, such as Google or something like that, if you look up some kind of collector map, you should get exact locations. So at least for this whole like week, this whole 5 days, like 18 hours, you should be able to get a pretty easy like collector set complete. And you get 1,000 XP per like weekly collection set. So if you want it easy, 1,000 XP, this is a pretty damn good weekly collection to take advantage of here. However, it's not as good as it was literally last event week, where it was actually like 1.5 times on like the collector sets or something. But yeah, I swear this is literally the exact same one from like the beginning of last event week, which is pretty weird. But it's a pretty good one, considering that they're all above ground, pretty easy to attain and whatnot. for easy 1000 XP per day.
Hello, mister.
And yeah, you can also loot them off of dead enemies. You can get like duplicate ones as well, but obviously that's like way less chance than being able to guarantee one spawn per day or whatever per in-game, per real life day, I think, actually. So if you want to use 1000 XP, don't sleep on that weekly collection. It's a pretty good one. But yeah. Gotta see if there's anything on the newswire that hasn't been covered yet. Because there is some stuff on the newswire that has kind of already been in there that wasn't on the benefits section. Such as the fact that the other map is like Blackwater, because I think I only mentioned Valentine on the benefits section. And yeah, double RDO money XP, shootout team shootout modes. It did sound like some of that stuff can be mixed into the hardcore, but the more I read about it, it kind of suggests that you won't be able to get that through the hardcore. For like the featured series, not the Telegram things, obviously. And yeah. I imagine that Covington Emerald thing's only for the single week, like that one offer that was at the beginning or whatever of the benefits section. But yeah. Complete any Blood Moon contract before the 30th apparently gets the offer for 50% off select outfits up to ring 15. I don't know if that one was in the benefits section. That might be something that wasn't in the benefits section. And yeah. The Capitale boosts are indeed until November 29th. I don't really think it's specified the greatest on the benefits section, but yeah, that is only for the first week for the Capitale boosts. So if you want the extra Capitale, then definitely make sure to put in the first week. Alright, explained like the reason they're doing the like outfit thing, which they didn't really specify why they were doing it on the benefits section, but yeah, it's a pretty cool reason for doing it. Might pick the stuff up off stream, obviously, because it is a pretty cool looking outfit, not gonna lie, at least in my opinion. I'm not huge on like history or anything like that for like the reason why they're doing it, but it's, or I don't like watch the YouTuber either, but I'd probably just do it just for the free clothing, to be honest. And yeah, the return and view, I already mentioned that all. Alright. And I imagine the persistent posse thing or whatever, the free persistent posses might just be for the 26th to 29th. Didn't really specify the greatest, doesn't really specify the greatest on the newswire either. Anyway, okay. So you do literally just get the Thursday to 25th on the turkey, like, 5 times. So yeah, basically, most of Tuesday, obviously, because the event week comes out on Tuesday. The only full day, technically, it seems, for the, like, turkey 5 times would be today, Wednesday. Though, who knows, you might get all of Thursday, and then maybe it ends, like, very early Friday or something like that for the turkey thing. But, yeah. And some dicks in my way. And yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, that's going to do it for this event week stream. Next stream will be a Grand Theft Auto 3 walkthrough stream or something. Because yeah, my game decided to crash on my previous fucking Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition stream. That's literally that's one of the couple of few game crashes I had on Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition. I was on 7 or 8 for just Staunton Island. Like, vigilantes in the game just randomly decides to fucking crash, of course. But yeah. I should be continuing like the last like 13 to 12 Staunton Island like vigilante things. I will definitely be doing that because it's not my fucking problem. The game that's fucking crashing and shit. Fucking stupid Warzone Studios, gross fucking games can't make their damn game stable and shit. And yeah, I think I'll be doing rampages as well for the next part. I think that's what I'm also going to be doing, will be the rampages, assuming my game doesn't fucking crash before that shit or some shit. Cause my game usually tends to crash in like the first hour to 2 for fucking Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition. The quote-unquote definitive edition. But yeah, I might do that for later today on Wednesday. I tend to do those streams late. Thursday, I probably won't start a stream on Thursday, but yeah. And there's probably going to be a huge Cow Perico heist event, obviously for GTA Online, so I'll be doing that, and I'll probably be trying to do that for early Friday, and then probably Grand Theft Auto 3 again for late Friday. So that's kind of scheduled for the next couple times or something for streaming. But yeah, that's finally going to be it for the stream, and yeah, that's PST time, by the way. Hope you enjoy. And sorry for stalling like a bitch. Sorry for stalling